AC Milan 1, Bologna 0. A good name for a team that plays like that, by the way. Yesterday we had a good fight. We had Crawford versus Canelo. Today we have Raw versus Rabio. Just kidding, nothing happened. But let's get into the game. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, follow or whatever, comment. If you're an AC Milan fan or if you're a Chelsea fan, we do some Chelsea content as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Was it a good game? Listen, the game was a game of spells. It started out good. We started out playing very well. Fourth minute, first half, I think Rabio was in. Should have been a red card because it was a foul on him. But no, they called it against him. And yeah, that's how the game, that's how you know what kind of referee you were getting today. And this is what we're going to talk about. This freaking ref, by the way. We'll get into it though. But yeah, first half was a game of spells. We started off first 20 minutes doing well. We did our thing. We'll get into the players a little bit. For example, Santi Jimenez, listen, brother, you should get out of this club as soon as the January market opens up. Because listen, bro, the amount of chances you have been provided today, great, listen, great effort defensively. We saw you. You were the player that ran the most for us today. Great effort. Love it. But your job is to score goals and create opportunities and whatnot. You've been getting these opportunities. You have been presented these opportunities on a silver plate, but you can't even hit the target. Brother, you can't even hit the target. The goal is empty. You've done the hard part. You've got the goal empty for you. Silver platter for you. Just, nope. This can't happen. Listen, like I mentioned, every time you come into this game, I want to see you do well. But every time as time goes within the game, I'm like, brother, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I was off my seat when you got that 1v1 and you just wasted it, bro. Listen, it's not good enough. Also, let's get into it. Defensively, I like the effort, of course, but when you have the ball, the passes suck. Controlling the ball is trash. Useless up front. I mean, I don't know. Very disappointed. I don't know what to tell you. We got a scare early on as well with an offside goal. Terrible throw in by Tamari, who, by the way, is up there as my man of the match. One of his best games in the last 12 months, I could say. But yeah, I mean, we controlled the game. We did our thing. And for 25 minutes, we saw Estupinian, who had a great game, by the way, hit the post. But after that, I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why they decided to just do the comma settings and just sit back. We just sat back. And Bologna, by the way, that was terrorism. That football is terrorism. That is not football. You do not simply control the ball and do nothing with it for like 4 minutes straight. 4 minutes straight from minute 29 to minute 33. They had the ball, just passing it around, doing nothing, trying to bait us to come in and attack them, trying to pounce on them. Maybe they can get the extra man up front or something. We didn't, and they kept doing it for 4 minutes, by the way, may I add. We didn't even apply a single bit of pressure, and then they wasted it for a throw-in. What a waste. What a waste of time. That was torture to my eyes. And it was like that. I mean, they just had that 4 minute spell where we didn't do anything. Otherwise, they just had the ball and did nothing for the rest of the half. It was atrocious, absolutely atrocious. And not to mention Italiano. Listen, I don't know if you could hear it the way I could hear the game. Obviously, because the Curva Sud is doing protests and whatnot, and they want to be quiet and silent and, that kind of thing. So you can hear a lot of things happening in the stadium. You could think like it's COVID settings, empty stadiums vibes I was getting. This dude wouldn't shut the hell up, Italiano. Brother, the amount of screaming this guy was doing was out of this world. My ears. Listen, I had to almost mute the channel, and I could still hear him. What are you telling? And I don't think they're listening to him. Because if they were listening to him, you wouldn't shout so much. Are they that stupid, your players? For you to shout like that the entire game? I heard Allegri every maybe 5 minutes say a couple of things. That dude was shouting 24/7, and the game was only 9 minutes long. Explain that. It was atrocious. The first half was terrible. Like I mentioned, only the first 25 minutes we looked okay, and then we just sat back. And because they did it nothing, the game was terrible. It was a horror show to watch. Boredom. Listen, I said this before in the Chelsea game. I started studying. I almost started studying in this game, but I didn't because I was excited. I've been waiting for this game for 2 weeks. What can I say? and I wanted my revenge against Bologna. Second half. All right, let's get into the second half, people. It was a game of two halves, isn't it? Would you agree? Because I don't know I don't know if Gattuso was in that second half slapping these players around for them to react like that. Second half was honestly second to none. The none would be not scoring the chances that we had. However, you cannot deny the great effort that we put in the second half. I mean, it was heavy metal football. We did not let them breathe. They didn't do anything for 45 minutes. They had the ball, they had a chance to do something with it. Even when they had the ball, they didn't do anything. Second half, they couldn't do anything with the ball, without the ball. We suffocated them so much. And I do have one sour spot going on in this game, and that was Fofana. He's not good enough to play in this team as a starter. Like Santi Jimenez, when I see him, I want him to do well. He never does well. The amount of times he misplaces a pass, the amount of time where someone's giving him like a flare 1-2 or something, and he's just not aware of it. He's just moving forward. There was in the beginning of the second half, they laid it, route one is what they call it when the goalkeeper lobs it up. Their players were running forward and he was jogging back. And then after that, after this mistake where they had the second chance, you could say, over at the throw-in, he gives the most useless foul. And I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with this dude? How do you keep making mistakes? How do you keep making me, want to call you out every single game? Good thing about him this game, he did not take a single shot, which was great. He didn't even get the chance because they subbed him off in the 60th minute or something. But that was the only sour thing that I have to say in the second half. Otherwise, we were great. We were great. Oh yeah, there was another sour thing. I forgot a sour moment in the game. Mike Maignan with another injury. Ironically, every single season except for last season, which was his worst season, every single season he gets injured in the same exact month or time frame. First couple of games, he gets injured. Bam, he's out. I don't know if it's the same injury. I don't know how he got injured. He didn't do anything. He just ran like 5 steps and passed the ball to Rabio. I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully he'll be okay. Hopefully it's just a little couple of weeks kind of thing going on. We need him before the Napoli game. Because listen, if you want me to tell you that, hey, Terracciano did well, we played so well that Terracciano didn't do anything. I barely saw him. I forgot that we subbed Maignan off. That's why I forgot about him right now. I made a note. That's how I've remembered. Let me check my notes as we can see, because the second half was full of notes. First half was just a couple of things. Yeah, anyway, like we mentioned, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I want to shout him out because he played decent. He had some great runs forward. The goal came from great decision-making from him. We'll get to that in a second. Why get that? Listen, the second pass, let's get to it. Great interception by Modric, who read the game absolutely incredibly. Passes it to RLC, who could have just sprinted forward and tried his luck, passing and did the calma thing. This is what you'll learn in Italy. If he was playing in the Premier League, he would have just went forward and just, lost the ball or something. I don't know what he would have done. But because he's in Italy, he did the calma settings, looked around him, he saw Salamanca's be like, oi, give me the ball, mate. Salamanca is obviously our second best player this season so far, alongside Modric. Calma settings again. The perfect pass. Modric, like fine wine, the perfect shot, placed in the bottom corner. Absolute scenes over here in this cheap-ass Chinese gaming chair. I was off of it, of course. It was spinning. I was yelling. It was absolutely amazing. I was so happy because that was the game. Like, it felt like it was one of those games where no one's going to score. But no, Modric had other things in mind, and he scored it. Made my day, made his birthday. Perfect, absolutely great effort. And yeah, after that, Loftus-Cheek gets subbed off. Great effort. Fofana gets subbed off. And this is a great point that I want to make right now. Who comes in? Pulisic, masterclass in the 25 minutes that he played. Samuel Ricci. Listen, Allegri. Listen, brother. Here's the thing. This is my final warning for you. If you start Fofana the next game and Richie is on the bench the next game, it's going to get personal. Said settings. I'm going to meet you at the car park. I don't know what the car park looks like in Udine, but I'll go there. I'll meet you there. Oh, wait. You got that red card. You're not going, are you? Lucky. Lucky man. You know how to punch you up. Anyway, I do not want to see Richie on the bench next game. 25 minutes of absolute magic. This dude is so good, by the way. Like, I couldn't believe how good he was. We sold Reinders, but Jashari, who I don't know how he's going to look like. I don't know. I'm skeptical. A little, I can't even say his name. Charles de Catalare, 2.0 things going on. He's injured. Hopefully he comes back and does his thing. I don't know about him, but I know about Richie. And Richie, woo, damn, he's good. I don't even know how he didn't get called up to the Italy national team, honestly. He was so good. The movement, the pressure, under pressure, the way he plays under pressure and how he holds the ball, the passing, even the dribbling. I did not know that he had dribbling in his game, but he did a couple of great moves that surprised me. The shooting, we were all talking about how if he could add goals to his game, he would be world class. And he did a great shot. And if it went in, brother, this chair, the scenes might have been even better than the Modric goal. He was good. Pulisic was good. Everything was great. Pressure, chance after chance. That was the issue. Chance after chance after chance after chance. And they weren't hard chances, bro. They were easy chances. They should have been in. They should have been goals. Santi Jimenez's 1v1 is I could not believe my eyes. Brother barely shot. At one point, I didn't think he was going to shoot. That's how bad it was. Oof, I don't know how if he's going to play. I'd play Nkunku because, listen, Nkunku went in 85th minute, I think, or something. In 1 minute, he did what Santi Jimenez can't do for 3 games. Great run, easy run. I mean, Santi can do that, but he can't score. Great run, does his thing, bam, penalty, didn't get it, gets up, does his thing again, bam, another penalty, gets it, gets overturned by VAR. I want answers. This ref is a criminal, and Bologna are terrorists. And we won. And we got an Allegri masterclass. Cortomusa settings, striptease settings. What the hell was that, ref? The dude showed the VAR. The dude showed the VAR, people. I saw a penalty. I saw no handball. And then I saw a clear penalty. And then the dude decided to go to VAR and see it with his own eyes. And was like, duh, don't see anything. No penalty, duh. Bro, wow. If I was Allegri, I would have took my pants off first as well. Listen, you never know. The scenes would have been crazy with that chair if I was the coach. Anyway, listen. But listen, we got through it. We managed the game extremely well. Really great game. Second half, not great game. Great second half. Bounce back. Another clean sheet, may I add. Let's get into some good performances. The goalkeepers, we're not going to get into it. De Winter, Pavlovic, okay, nothing happened, You can't really say anything bad about either of them. Gabe did his thing. Tomori was, either man of the match or the second best player on the game. I don't know. I would give him man of the match, honestly. The defending today was like prime Tomori when we won the Scudetto. Keep it up, my brother. Estupinian, great game. Other than the yellow card, that was stupid. Great game. Great combinations with Rabiot. Salamakers, another assist. 3 assists in 1 week for this brother. Unreplaceable. The effort is crazy. This guy is in sensational form right now. Keep it up. Rabiot, good effort. Keep it up. I mean, I don't know. You seem a little langy. I don't know. I don't like your game that much, but it was good. It was better than Fofana. Fofana, stop playing, please. Modric, you absolute beauty. Continue what you're doing. Santi Jimenez, listen, brother, you get one more chance by me, and then I'm done. I am done. You can't even score sitters, bro. Nkunku should be starting in the next couple of games. Or Alex, why am I saying Nkunku? Liao should be starting in the next couple of games. Yeah, that's what's up. Pulisic, great. Loftus-Cheek, good. Keep it up. No complaints. No complaints at all as far as defensive structure. Offensively, we need to bury chances, bro. The amount of chances we created today, similar to the Cremonese game, we created a ton of chances. The difference is with the Cremonese game, we didn't defend the 2 goals. We slept. Today we didn't sleep. We were awake. And a matter of fact, it's not... Listen, they didn't do anything. They were terrorists today, Bologna. That ref was a terrorist. The game was a terrorist. The diving was terrorism. Whew. Gotta take a breath. But yes, AC Milan, 1-0. 6 points. What does that mean? We're above Inter. Does that mean we're above Inter? Yes, it does mean we're above Inter. Hopefully we can continue this. I just wish we won that first game. It would have been 9 points. And no one would have said, oh, they didn't fix their issues or whatever. We move. We move. Cortomuso settings. Like the channel, subscribe. And I'll see you Wednesday, I think, for a Chelsea game against Bayern Munich. Nicolas Jackson derby.